On a crazy Cochrane Christmas Eve, the Cochranes gazed upon their Christmas tree. Christmas was sure to be full of delight. They got on their pajamas and said, "Good night." The twins were too excited to fall asleep. They slid out of bed without making a peep. They admired the tree, in awe and wonder. Bella ran in, like roaring thunder. She leapt up high, knocking over a candle. The twins were distraught. They could simply not handle all the chaos and all the despair. The smell of burnt pine needles filled the air. Evan had an idea to replace the Christmas tree. He said, "Come on now, Ellie. Follow me." They made a reindeer out of branches and a decorative sleigh. Ellie jumped up in the air and shouted, "Hooray!" They jumped in the sleigh and were off to the mall. Maybe Christmas could be saved. Maybe. After all. On the way there, they spotted a tree. It was too sharp and far too pointy. They ran through the mall. They passed all the sales. Their confidence grew. How could this plan fail? Only one tree remained, and the price tag read null. The tree wouldn't do. The tree was too dull. Ellie thought of a tree at a place they could check in. So off they ran to the Gaylord Texan. They found the tree, and Ellie shouted, "Ta-da!" But the tree was too big. Evan laughed, "Ha ha ha." Evan noticed a poster stuck on the wall. "Win a Christmas tree by shooting a ball." Evan had to make 10 shots in a row. Ellie cheered from the side, "Go Evan, go go go." Evan made all the shots in triumphant victory. His hard work paid off. He was awarded a tree. The first tree too sharp, the next one too dull. One tree too big, now this one, too small. Ellie was brave, and rejected Christmas doom. She decided to sneak into Santa's mailroom. She walked on her toes, like she had learned in ballet. Her footsteps were silent. This would surely save Christmas Day. She made a request for a new Christmas tree. She dropped off the letter signed, Evan and Ellie. It was now up to Santa. They would just have to wait. But then the elf muttered, and she realized it was too late. Evan was amazed that she had delivered the letter. Ellie had hoped her news could be better. She told him the news, as they hid behind plants. She thought of an idea, just as she finished her rant. Canada has plenty of beautiful trees. And maybe, just maybe, we'll see our Canadian family. They studied a map to realize Canada was far. They could not make it on time, with a plane or a car. Oh, what a sight! What a sight for them to see! Jolly Saint Nick swept in, spreading Christmas glee. Their ropes entangled, lifting them high up in the sky. There was only one problem. Bella could not fly. The ropes became loose, so they fell from the air. This Christmas Eve was simply unfair. They landed safely in their pool, left full of worry. It was now very late. They ran inside in a hurry. They fell to their knees, making one final plea. "We don't need any presents. All we need is a tree." They crawled into bed, after a crazy Christmas Eve night. Afraid to wake up to a Christmas Day fright. They awoke Christmas morning to the sound of a bell. But they knew it was time. Time to show and tell. They confessed what had happened, and told the long story. They believed they had ruined all the Christmas glory. They went down the stairs, where their tree was then seen. It was all just a dream, or so it would seem. They then heard the sound of a singing melody. The Cochranes rushed to the front door, so they could see. There at the door stood Vavu and Vavo, Wesley and Coco. They sang, "Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow." The family was surprised to see the Texas snow. In the yard were 4 trees, and they heard a distant "ho ho ho." One tree too sharp, the next one too dull. One tree too big, and the other too small. They built a snowman, and played catch with a ball. Could this have been the best Christmas of all? This story is told every year as they reminisce. That's why it's called A Crazy Cochrane Christmas.